the trend continues, right? So my slightly delayed next week video, it is going to be slightly sad undertone. So most people that follow my sort of story as time goes on, I obviously started my new job. I've been really busy getting used to mixed shifts. I've had some bad news with the new job, not the hotel or me, just potentials for the future. I'm duty bound not to say much at the minute, but it could cause a problem. So I'll sort of announce when I can over the coming weeks when I find out more and firm details. So that's one sad piece of news this week, and it got worse. So we took Parsley to the vet a week and a half nearly ago, just for his usual nail clip and that kind of thing, because he kicks and screams if I try and do it on my own. And he was fine, not a problem. But on sort of Friday, I got home from work and I noticed his eyelid, because dogs have two eyelids, I believe. It was basically like the white fleshy bit sort of in the corner up, and I thought that's a bit odd. I thought, oh, that's strange. Look, veins through it, that kind of thing. And I phoned the vet up and I sent pictures, and they said, yeah, well, bring him in. What's your day off? And we'll have a look. Sort of initially, I thought it was an eyelid problem. Maybe he's got something in it, and his lid has popped out. And she'd obviously given a few ideas. Turns out, sadly, it could be a lot worse. So I put up some pictures and bits of video just after the speaking bit, and you get an idea. I came back from work again, so I had the appointment booked this morning because I'm recording this and things today. Basically, they reckon it could be quite bad. Now, it got a lot worse over last night, because I think he's rubbing it as well. So they said basically what they think it could be is potentially a tumour. What the vet would normally do is, this kind of thing has a name where dogs' eyelids can come out and be on show like a cherry something or other. It wasn't that, even though it did look very much like it in comparisons to pictures. She's sedated him, put him under, and basically tried to do some poppy thing. If there was something stuck behind his eye causing inflammation and bulging and this to happen, usually it'd pop it out, but nothing's happened. They can't sort of get round it to have a look anymore. So that's why they think that it's potentially a tumour that's sort of grown over time and only made itself apparent over this last few days. So his eye is in pretty bad shape. I wouldn't say he's been in a lot of discomfort, but the odd brush here and there. But if it is a tumour, they say that it could be quite serious, and that it's potentially sort of past the eye and the eye socket, potentially into the skull. So it needs some serious investigation. That's the first difficult part. Now, long story, very short, because I don't want to bore people too much. Obviously, I had to sedate him and investigate him today. That was to the tune of £348. And then obviously I've now had to get him referred via the vet to a specialist with a CT scan machine, because that's going to be the best way to determine with a sort of fixed camera view, or she kind of explained it, of that sort of head area, and it's going to be a lot clearer than the ultra scan, which won't pick up as much, because they do think it's kind of like, you know, a tumor cancer kind of thing. Potentially they want to do the CT scan. That's going to be another £1,250. You can see where I'm going here. And then I've got to consider treatments if they do discover it to be the worst and not something a little bit milder. The treatments ongoing after that. He's only sort of 8, nearly 9, so he's not an old dog. He's not young, but he's still very, you know, you see him in the video, still very lively and happy. Yeah. So I've spent today and Friday, when I take him in the morning, that's the best part of £1,500, really, nearly 2,000. I have what I call the Parsley pot. So no matter what happened, I had sort of a chunk of money in the bank aside. So, you know, vet bills, things like that, it's easy to pay. Unfortunately for me, when the lockdowns in this country happened, and, you know, the COVID period, and we're all closed down for the excessive periods of time, you know, I was working in hospitality events. I had nothing. I lost money, work, to a point where they put me on state benefit of £298 a month to pay gas, electric, council tax, food, all outgoing bills, which just I couldn't afford. So all my savings basically got lost just from sort of the lockdowns. I spent nearly a solid 8 months indoors on my own. I was living away from family and friends over in Yorkshire, and I spent a year nearly on my own. Nearly lost my marbles. I kind of kept it together for most, but you can imagine solitary confinement effectively for that long. No one will see anyone or anything. It got very, very hard, very hard. And then trying to sort of move areas, look for better paid work, and getting back into the swing of things was an ongoing, time consuming process. Did manage it, but when you lose so much money in those kind of situations, it's a problem. So I had the Parsley fund, and that funds that. But yeah, financially, monthly outgoings were just non-existent. I was living on very minimal food, very minimal everything. I had to sell all my clothes, all my furniture, on eBay and things like that, just to survive. I kind of just survived, and I spent a year or so building things up, and then after that I've gone to Manchester and sort of rebuilt the life kind of situation. But obviously financially it's left me pretty in a grim situation. I've just sort of been quite level with the house sale and stuff, paying things off, and moving here has been a benefit. But all in all, it's been a very, very tough few years. And we're just, me and the dogs, that's it, it's just me and the dog, and we just have our little sort of family bonded unit. So all this to happen is a really sad shock, as he just comes alive there for some reason. What are we doing? He's been sleeping most of the day since back. Not surprised, sedation. So it's a worrying time, and we just hope that even with what they think it's going to be, there's sort of something can be done and effectively. But with cost of pets and things, it's just become silly, unaffordable amounts of money. And that's my, you know, my best friend who I spend literally all my free time with, isn't it? Yes. Pain in the arse, but yeah. So with that in line, my mum decided to sort of set something up and asked me to put some things out for some people that I know and stuff. So have a quick listen, see what I think, and then I'm going to try and give a little bit of parsley footage. There's also some movement on the boat. What I'm going to try and do, I've had my friend round who's going to do a big project with me down the line. Basically, I'll give you a little sneak of that and some other bits and pieces. Sorry I haven't done as much of my boat thing at the minute, but with all the things going on, it's just been really difficult.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Caroline. I'm Pete's mum. Pete had to take Parsley to the vet this morning, and unfortunately the diagnosis is not good. We love Parsley so much, and he's still a very, very young dog. We're going to hope that our lovely viewers may see it in their hearts to perhaps make a small donation, whatever you can afford. We'd be so grateful. The prognosis is, well, serious. Poor Parsley, and I know that all Pete's viewers love Parsley as much as we do. High five, Parsley. And I hope that you're all enjoying Pete's channel, and carry on watching. And it's nice to be able to say hi to you all. Enjoy, and thank you very much. Bye-bye.
He's been lying down after sedation for a long time while I went to the post office and back. He sat up. I wonder why. I wonder why, P. He's heard something. Parsley's very excited, as you can see, to find out that he's off to the vets tomorrow. P's off to the vets, aren't you, P? Your favourite place. It's finally come around. No, he's not sure. He's looking. Parsley, what are you doing? Sad looking dog. Who's your good boy? So you get to go see your favourite person, where they take you out the back and they pin you down and they go snip, 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 snip. Yeah. Parsley's not very happy today. He's a little bit sad. Aren't you, Parsley? He was a bit keen and jumped out of the cabin bed this morning, and that didn't end well. Good old Scratch. How you doing? Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. There we go. Say goodbye. No. Big Parsley action. Scratch, 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 scratch. Don't know why you love this so much. What are you doing, creepy dog? A creepy dog watching me from afar. Okay. Better put the bedding on now. Bye, creepy dog. Bit steamy, but Parsley's just had a bath. You can tell he's not happy. Okay, drying time. Staring at the door.
You'll probably never dry this as a boat, will you?
I will get it out.
Oh, you
Yeah.
You are planning to. Let's try and do some kind of something.
Got to work loving with love working in the space.
Measure up to that door. What we got there?
Do you want to go right back?
I need to buy another notebook because this diary's going to be full in no time. What do we do? I've filled up like 5 notebooks already this year.
Look at Mr. Popular!
Just get a little submersible for that, a 12 volt submersible. Because the battery's on a trickle charge all the time, innit?
Yeah.
And then this pumps out anyway, doesn't it? This. So maybe we could get a T for that. I don't know if it's going to start pushing that down.
When you start a new job, you need to know that the produce is good for what you're selling. So it'd be rude not to try it out, wouldn't it? Here's a novel idea. Dog grooming time. Let's see if the nails can get done. I've heard him barking already out the back. They have to take him out and pin him down. Don't know how successful they'll be this time. Well, we managed it. His nails were clipped. Still kicking fort. Wait. Wait, what's this?
That's
Just on the off chance,
the back and the window on the corner.
having a bite to eat.